everyone, it's me, Nikki, and today I'm back with something a little different. I'm going to label it as a book tag, but it's kind of not. A week ago or a couple days ago, who knows when now, Leanne from Literary Diversions and Simone from Me, Simone, and I did a live stream treasure hunt through their bookshelves. They had prompts, and as I call it, it is a rip your bookshelves apart tag. And they literally ripped their bookshelves apart, and so did I. It was fun to watch. I thought it would be fun to do. So here we are. There's only one I've sort of cheated on, because we'll get to there, don't worry. The first book prompt is water on the cover. I have picked Tides of War. As you can see, she's underwater, struggling to breathe. Those are air bubbles. It has a water in the title, so I think it counts. The next one is book with a book on the cover. This one was really hard for me. I struggled a bit, but I eventually found one. And it is Rose in Bloom by Louisa May Alcott. It is the sequel to Eight Cousins. There she is reading a book. That has to go back on my shelf. This is the only bad part about the tag or the treasure hunt. You have to put the books back. The next one, okay, it's a book with quote with a truly hideous cover, end quote. It does not matter what book you pick, Simone won. The book she had was horrendous. Like, ugh. And I have picked, if I can find it. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. This one. Something from the Night Side. A friend gave me 4 of these. I have not read them yet, but I just think that's not a great cover. It's a horror thing, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I will read them, but I just don't like that cover. But it doesn't even matter because Simone won. Hands down. I will link their channels and the live stream down below, and you will see that Simone won. The next is a book with an author with your initials. This is the one where I cheated. I actually order my books. I only did books that were over there or down here and not over here because they were easier to get to. And I ordered them alphabetically, like a bookstore or a library. And I do not have an author with my initials in D, so I resorted to Goodreads. And one of the first ones that came up was Nelson DeMille, and the book that I found was Plum Island, part of the John Corey series. But I sadly do not own a book with my initials, which is sad. That's sad. Okay. There's still some more to go. Next is a book with a clock on the cover. And my good old friend Nancy Drew came through for me. The Secret of the Old Clock. It's in the title, and there it is on the book. On the cover. I mean, it's even about a clock. I think there is a scene where she does that, opens it up and find out what's going on. And the best part, it's the first book. Lovely. Okay. Book you've tried to read multiple times. That is On Basilisk Station. I am reading this right now for the Books for the Brave. And I've started it, and like I get to 3 chapters, and then I pick it back up and I get to chapter 8 or whatever. And I think I know what's holding me back. There's like, I get like secondhand embarrassment, and some stuff happens. I mean, you know it's going to happen because it's in the summary on the back, but it like happened, and I'm like, oh god, I can't. But I think I've gotten past that part, so I should be able to get through it. Oh, my chair is very creaky. I apologize. Okay. The next prompt is a book with newspaper print or newspaper on the cover. Again, I cheated. I'm not gonna lie. I went through a lot of books and I couldn't find anything. But I found this, The Girls of Murder City. I don't know if that's newspaper print, but it's about newspapers. It's about, what's her name? Maureen Watkins, who wrote Chicago. I think it was a play, not a musical. She was a reporter in the city of Chicago around the time when at least 2 or more, but the 2 most famous, whatever, women in Chicago murdered their lovers and or husbands. So, yeah. Does that count? This is literally the only book I thought of. I was like searching through all of them, and I go, oh, Chicago. So, yeah. There's, pictures in there. I don't even think there's a picture. Look, right there. There, that was in a newspaper, so I think it counts. I hope it counts. It's really the only one I found. The next one, a book with a staircase on it. And once again, good old Nancy Drew came in handy. Book number 2, no less, The Hidden Staircase. It's in the title, and there she is, walking up the staircase. What are Leanne and Simone gonna do? Fly to California and tell me I'm wrong? No. So, I'm doing it. Oh gosh. This next one, this is, it's not a cheat, but it's not my book. It is Bumblebee, aka a book with only yellow and black, or white. And I picked Keeper by Greg Rucka. This is my mom's book, and it is literally the only black and yellow book in the house downstairs. I have a Madeline book and a Winnie the Pooh book that are only yellow with other colors. So, this is what we get. I have to put that back on the shelf. Okay, we're almost done. The heaviest book you own. Now this one. Oh God. The Riverside Chaucer. I was an English major, so I own a lot of heavy Norton anthology books. I even picked one up, but I think this one might be heavier because I remember having it in my backpack and going, oh God, why did I take this class? So, and this is in the original Middle English, and I talked about it in, or I will talk about it in another video, so sort of talked about it. It doesn't matter. This is the whole thing, the whole Canterbury Tales, and a couple other things he wrote. It even has the fragments that he didn't finish. And it's got his poems in it. So yeah, this is probably one of the heaviest books I own, along with at least 2, maybe 3 to 4 paperback Norton anthologies. They're really killing us English majors with those Norton anthology books. I got this out of my garage just for this video. So, yeah. Oh, I forgot about a book. The Map of Chaos. There is a clock behind his legs. It's the 3rd in the Map of Blank trilogy by Felix J. Palma. It is about H.G. Wells and like what if all of his books came true. The first one is called The Map of Time, and there were like cogs in the background, like in the inside of a clock, and he was holding a pocket watch, but that's a watch, not a clock. But there we go. So, it's a really good trilogy, by the way. I recommend it. Okay, 2 more prompts. The most embarrassing book you own. I picked this one, but I'm not, like, I guess it is. It's Into the Land of the Unicorns. It's the first of, I think, 4 books, and it is reading level 5. I bought this when I was a kid, and I bought the second one, but then I misplaced this one, so I just rebought it from thrift books, and I bought the 3rd one. So I guess it's embarrassing, but I'm not really, but I guess it is. I don't know. I mean, I don't tell anybody but you people that watch that I own this, so I guess it is embarrassing. And then finally, a book cover that makes you annoyed or angry. And I've picked 3. They're a part of a series. It's the X-Men and Avengers crossover. And so these were written, let's see if we can find out, in 1999, so before, like, maybe the X-Men movies had come out, but like none of the big Marvel ones. But what annoys me about them is that I grew up watching the X-Men animated series, and that doesn't look like Wolverine or Storm. And what is Scarlet Witch wearing? And what is wrong with Beast's face? And why does Iceman look like the Silver Surfer? I mean, maybe that was the art back in the 90s. I don't know, but that's what annoys me about them. And that's it. That's all of them. I will also, I made a list of the prompts. I will make sure to type that up and put it down below in case anybody wants to do it. I mean, I've called it a tag, but I'm not going to tag anybody, really. I just thought it would be fun to do. So, there we go. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a lovely day. Goodbye.